Good friends facing off. That's what I love about the Oceanic scene, is that a lot of these players are really like everyone knows each other. Everyone gets along. It's beautiful. As we're getting into this and spawning in the bottom left hand corner of Altitude, we have the Australian Zerg player representing the Cranky Ducklings. It is Oreo. And spawning in the top right hand corner of Altitude, we have as opponents, we have the Vietnamese Zerg player. We have the last king of the sea representing Team Gosu. It is MeomaikA. Oh, that's not correct. Hold on. I will have to change that team logo. My apologies. There we go. All fixed, puppy. All fixed. As MeomaikA is going for a pool first, which is standard. It's standard. We're on Altitude, the largest map in the map pool. The likelihood of you rushing your opponents is very low on this map because you have so much time to respond, so much time to react, and it takes so long to really pull off something like an all-in. Doesn't stop players from trying. They can succeed, of course. Just the map can sometimes be working against your favor. Meanwhile, MeomaikA goes for a pool hatch gas opener, a very safe opener. This is very standard from MeomaikA. He's willing to be inefficient. He's willing to be a little bit behind in the economy just to be safe. He does this against Terrans. He does this against his Protoss players as well. This also means that he has faster queens, so he can prioritize queen production. There we go. We have one queen on the way. We have a couple of lings on the way as well. MeomaikA is getting ready. Meanwhile, across the map, we do have a hatch gas pool. Standard opener here. Standard opener out of Oreo. Oh. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. I'm just a little bit surprised. I'm surprised that this made it through the veto process. I wonder what was vetoed. I guess the smaller maps like Neo Humanity and Dragon Scales and Babylon as well. Those are the ones that come to mind. Yeah, so interesting. Definitely interesting. Speaking of, oh, look at it. He looks cold because of the snow. Out to the Grand Platypus. Oh, it's beautiful. Lings are coming out. We're going for a full scout here. As MeomaikA is trying to figure out what is going on. The initial lings of Oreo do swat these lings away. Up. Oreo will be able to clean them up. He's going to be able to get across the map as well. But behind this, everyone's droning. Oh my god, never mind. I was going to say behind this, everyone's droning, but Oreo, he skipped link speed. He's using that 100 gas on something else. It's going to be a fast lair. Likewise, so is MeomaikA. Oh my god. Earlier, we saw Demi and Oreo 12 pull each other. Now we're seeing MeomaikA and Oreo just 2-base lair each other. This is crazy. So, with this, we can go a couple of different directions. This could just be for roach speed. Giga fast roach speed. To get into roach play. Or, Altitude, because it's so large, this is actually a really good map for 2-base muta. Really good map for it. So you can take all of your gases. As we can see, MeomaikA is taking 2 gases here at the natural. It's quite a lot already. Oreo is staying only on a single gas geyser. He does confirm that his opponent is playing 2-base. What do we go for here? Oreo, he is going to be committing into roaches. We have range on the way. Now we have additional gases being taken. Meo's taking all 4 gases. This is 2-base muta coming out from MeomaikA. Oreo is going 2-base roach. Now, because of the fast lair, we get a fast overseer. Oreo, with that overseer, he's diving into the main base. Will he scout that spire? The answer is yes. He does see the spire. He's aware of what MeomaikA is up to. And the goal here for Oreo should be to hide this overseer in the top right-hand corner of the map if there's enough dead space, and then come back in to see if this gets cancelled. Oreo is, oh my god, as Oreo is going for a 2-base roach all-in. This is the classic way of punishing 2-base muta. You go for a Nidus, you fill up the Nidus with a couple of drones so you can throw down spores across the map, you can spread creep, and the goal here is to kill your opposing player before they can get into their mutas. Meanwhile, MeomaikA hasn't scouted at all. He hasn't seen anything. Has no idea what Oreo is up to. Nidus is on the way. This is spotted here by MeomaikA. He knows what's going on, but does he do anything? Does he react? Does he respond? He has 5 mutas in production, 6 mutas in production. Oh god, do we have any drones in here? We have at least the queens. Yeah, and there are the drones as well. So again, the reason why you bring drones is because spores are the best anti-air you have in ZvZ. Spores are thrown down, so we can push forward here with them to deal with those mutas. Roach Warren is under threat. Roach Warren is going to be going down. Do you have a Nidus into the main? The wall has been broken. The queens are pushing on forward. We can transfuse each other. The spores need to be brought forward as well. They are waddling on in. Boys are being pulled. How good are the transfuses? Up, up. Transfuser looking pretty good, and it looks like Oreo is holding. Or Oreo, he's holding against the mutas, and he is killing his opponent. GG gets called. And Oreo takes game number 1. Oof. GG. Oh my god. Chat has an update. Light hasn't yelled at anyone for 25 minutes. Este Noga, get out of here. Ay. Hope everyone's been having a good weekend. Hope everyone's been enjoying themselves this lovely weekend of StarCraft. A lot going on, of course, with not just the online weekly tournaments, but also with the Africa Champions Cup as well. So, yeah. Hope everyone's having a good time. I don't know if you noticed, I actually had a haircut. I had a haircut last night. Or, sorry, the night before last, it all blends together. The night before last night, so 2 days ago. In preparation for the cast on Africa, I was like, I need to, like, groom myself. Did I have a haircut? It's a little bit messy right now, but I promise it can be tidy. So we're getting into our next game. Oh boy, here we go. We're diving into game numero dos. Going to be taking place on Ancient System, so I guess the smaller maps were vetoed. I guess only the large survived. I'm guessing Altitude, Gresvan, and... Sorry, Altitude, Ancient Cistern, and Gresvan, I'm assuming. Here we go. We're diving into game number 2 and spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ancient Cistern. We have the Australian Zerg player representing the Cranky Ducklings, leading the series 1-0. It is Oreo. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have... Oh, not that. Let me just... fix his name on the overlay. There we go. So we have the Vietnamese Zerg player, the last king of the sea, representing Team Gosu. It is MeomaikA. Boy, both players of like minds did of course go for the lair first, or prioritize their lairs in the last game. 2-base lair. But with that, Oreo, he scouted. He was able to morph in the Overseer. He saw the Spire ahead of time. MeomaikA committed to the muta play. And what's important is that MeomaikA didn't know that Oreo also rushed into a lair. MeomaikA didn't scout Oreo. So he didn't know how much danger he was in. He didn't know that rushing into those mutas would be his death sentence. Didn't know that a Nidus was already on the way. So really good scouting and reaction out of Oreo. That is something that MeomaikA, the scouting was lacking in that last game, which could have let him know that, okay, maybe I should be making roaches instead. Maybe I should cancel this Spire, or at least not make use of the Spire to be a little bit safer. But that is sometimes how things go as well when you're going 2-base lair. Like it's a little bit cheesy, it's a little bit risky. As I don't know if you noticed, Meo went hatch first. For the first time this series, he goes hatch first against Oreo. You love to see it. Hatch first all around. 6 lings are coming out from Oreo now that the spawning pool is done. MeomaikA is going to be skipping out on those lings, so a little bit of a greedier opener here from Meo. Only making drones. Now this could be a little bit dangerous, but we should be seeing a couple of lings momentarily here from MeomaikA. There we go. 4 lings are in production. And the third base is to be taken here, so pretty standard openers, all things considered. Outside of MeomaikA just droning up a little bit more, being a little bit greedier with his droning and with his ling production. That is it. So we do have the lings just going to be dancing here with the lings of MeomaikA, just poking each other, bouncing off each other as well. Nothing too crazy. Oreo, he's going for his Baneling Nest, as to be expected. So is MeomaikA. So no one is skipping out on Baneling Nest. No one is cutting any corners. But who is going to be the aggressor? I assume it's going to be Oreo. Yep, there we go. We have additional lings on the way. Oreo's goal is going to be to deny this third base. MeomaikA also going for his own counterattack as well. I don't know if Mio's really going to be expecting this amount of lings coming out from Oreo. Here we go. Meo is going to be able to take a bit of a better fight, at least initially. He's going to be able to overcome the lings of Oreo, but with the reinforcements, Meo is forced back. Do we have any Banelings? We do. Banelings being morphed in across the map instead. Oh no! Oh! The setup, the layup there from Oreo with the flanking Banelings. A massive connection does go up, and now Oreo can focus on this hatchery. Lings are being zoned away. Banelings are having a hard time keeping up. But Oreo, he's actually going for the army instead of the third base. This is going to be giving Mio a lot of time. Another massive connection does go off. Mio, though, he's holding on to his third. Oof, we trade 3 for 2 there. Again, a better trade for Oreo, but there's still 1 Baneling left. But it does get focused down. 0. Oh, God. 0 Banelings left here for MeomaikA. Oreo, he's breaking on through, but no, he gets forced back just for a moment. As he's trying to keep the pressure up. Up! Oh my god. He's trying to keep the pressure up. Baneling once again going to get cleaned up here. Can MeomaikA hold on? He's going to be losing the queen, but the ling reinforcements will hold the line. With only 1 Baneling left. I mean, Oreo's not stopping, by the way. He's making more Banelings. He's not stopping at all. Oh god, no! He leaves the lings a little bit idle. Oh, a little bit of a lapse in control. Takes the Baneling to the face. These Banelings are about to finish up as well. Oof, a massive connection on the lings of Oreo. That was a risky move. He took 1 to the face. But he does get the queen in the main. He's getting some drones here as well. This is getting a bit out of hand. Oreo is getting a lot of damage done. 2 drones do go down. We have more lings flooding across the map as well. There are no Banelings left here for MeomaikA. Yeah, Oreo has the momentum going his way. GG gets called. It's just too much, and Oreo will take game number 2 and the series 2-0. GG. Ah! GG, well played. Congratulations, Oreo does it. He was able to barely outcontrol, I would say outcontrol more than anything with the Ling Bane there against MeomaikA. It was really close, but we had some really nice positionings, or really nice positional play out of Oreo. Really good flanks with the Banelings. Get good, again, good reaction times as well. Was able to overcome MeomaikA in game 2. And with that, Oreo advances on to the grand finals, where he's going to have a moment here to rest. He's going to have a moment to take care of himself, take care of his wrists as well, while he waits for the next challenger. Boy. Who is it going to be? I'm trying to set something. There we go. Who is it going to be, as we do switch our scenes over and have a look at the brackets. Now, MeomaikA, if you're a fan of Meo, and who isn't a fan of MeomaikA? He's still in this tournament, still in this event. He's waiting in the losers finals for a couple of matches to finish up. We have Demi versus Azure, coming into Homono, coming into MeomaikA. So we have our lineup before us. Demi versus Azure, they are currently in game. They are 14 minutes into their game. It's looking like a long one here between these two.